in this place.
You can.
We get just as excited here as what you guys are at home, and I know so many thousands of you take the day off work or with us all day.
Yep.
So, right, are you ready for this one?
This should have a drum roll.
One. I can do a drum roll, that's not a problem. I do need to explain to you two options, right?
Two options.
So, if you just want to go for what we are calling the small bundle, right? So if your budget only stretches to like 40 bucks and change today, this is what you're going to get in here. So, I've put in what I consider to be the essentials. I've put in your edgeable die. I've put in your fabulous Christmas tree die. I've also included your stamp and die sets with all your sentiments, and these are actually stamps. So these are what we call little dowel stamps. So you dip each one of these in your ink pad, and then you can build up your layers very easy. I'm going to show you all of this, right? So you get all of these and the little small 6x6 pad, right?
Perfect.
So this is the beautiful papers that go with it. So if you go for what's saying the small collection on your screen, that is what you're getting. But I know everyone has been going for the mega.
Yes, okay,
so
and this one here, the
mega,
small one, as we're calling, which really isn't small,
isn't
but
small.
Any of it.
It's everything you need.
$4.95. Then
the mega bundle has this, and so the mega bundle includes the small and all of this over here. So if you're going to add to the mega bundle, you're also going to get sets of stamps.
Oh my
You're going to get extra die sets there that allow you to do your wreaths. You're going to get your candles, the pine cones that finish the story off there. You've got the other edgeable die cut in the collection. So I will let you see everything. That's the small one again. If we can come over and look at the what we're calling is the extra bit.
So maybe
that's going to
you need to do it like in a wide shot. Yeah. So this is all the extra that when you go again for the mega bundle that you get that comes right along with it. Because as we said, and even the paper, I've shown you the paper too. Yeah. So I mean, it is a massive, massive amount, and $74.95. So basically, again, when you go for the mega, you get everything.
You get everything.
Yeah.
And let me show you exactly. I want you to see the components so you can decide. This is the fantastic edgeable die. This is the Christmas die and stamp set so that you can be die cutting. And can you see you die cut the Christmas, but then have a very is stamped, right? That same edgeable is being used. Now, this is using the two edgeables together. So this one is in your small collection. If you go for the large, you get both of them. And you get the Happy Christmas in here. That's, again, the edgeable. Now, do you remember I showed you those dowel stamps in the smaller set? This is what you're going to be able to do. So you're going to be able to take each one of those individual little pegs and you're going to dip it in your ink pad and stamp. Dip it in your ink pad and stamp. And so you can create either a Christmas tree or you can go and create like a whole wreath. So these are all of the different elements. Dip it in your pad, stamp. It's so easy to do. Or backgrounds, for example. Backgrounds look just as incredible. This is our own created Christmas tree where we've dipped the dowel stamps in and built them up. Now, if you go for the larger bundle, you're going to get all of these die cuts too.
That's an awesome
So you can
idea.
create your own. I mean, these are lovely. Now, in the small bundle, you're getting the Christmas tree. Look how fantastic it looks. Don't just think about your cards. What about embellishing things like your gift bags? And also that embossing folder is coming in there. So you can do, this is the letterpress technique where you put ink in the background. Now, are we ready to do a bit of a demo, right? I think we can go and get demoing, right? So I want to show you, first of all, how those edgeables work, right? So I'm going to do this one here for you. So very, very easy to do. You just take a card. So I've cut my card to around about, I think it's about 5.5 inches, right? And this edgeable die, so this is the one that's coming in it comes in both bundles. You're going to take this and we're going to place it on the front of our card and then hold it in place with a little bit of low-tack tape. Now, what I love about these is it's going to cut along the top. It's not going to cut along the bottom. We don't want it to cut through two layers. We just want it to cut through the front. So I'm going to pop it on the front there. Okay. So it's like it's so clever. Once you know how to do these, honestly, it's just incredible. So we're going to go through the Gemini. This is going to do my die cutting, and because the Gemini is so awesome, it's going to emboss it for us at the same time. I won't have to bother worrying about sending it through again. Just because the Gemini is so powerful.
And this is actually like for any crafter out there, this is like everything you need for the holidays.
Christmas
right? I mean, it's...
And the signature collections I do is all about giving you all of the elements to match. So for a lot of people, I know when I started card making, what I used to find really, really frustrating was that I couldn't do, you know, I used to watch the ladies on the telly, because, you know, in the UK, we've got a whole crafting channel that broadcasts craft 24 hours a day.
No kidding.
So I used to watch the ladies on the telly, and I used to try and copy off what they did, but the problem was, when I did that, I could never quite get it to look the same as what their cards did. And I never understood why it was. And eventually I came to realise is I might have bought the die set, but I didn't have exactly the same stamps, or I didn't have exactly the same papers. So I didn't have everything that matched together beautifully. I had roughly the right sort of thing, but I didn't have everything to work together perfectly. So I always said, as soon as it was in my power to do so, I was going to make it so that people starting out in crafting just like ours, I was going to make everything for you. So look at that. Look how we've created that scene in the front of our card. And then if I just show you this stamp and die set, I think it's pretty awesome. Well, I would do because I'd thought of it. But the idea is each one of these dies, can you see you get the outer cut as well as the inner cut. So when I've actually cut that and I've run this through the Xyron.
Oh, I see.
The P cuts the outside and then Christmas cuts the details. So if we can peel this off, and we can lay this inside. What it does is it gets a shadow part on the outside. And this just makes your sentiments look fabulous. So there's my Christmas.
Very cool.
And I've stamped, because you've got the stamps in here, so you've got have a very happy, merry Christmas holidays. So you can mix and match. So what I've done is...
and they're separate, they're not,
Yep, have a very merry, and then I'm gonna take my die cut Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas. This would mount onto the front of here. Now, I haven't stuck all this together, but I think it shows you the idea. That would go on there, and then hello.
Love.
We've made a beautiful Christmas card. There's the one that I'd already done. We've made a beautiful Christmas card because it's got that beautiful scene on the top. Isn't that just wonderful and so simple?
All right, well, we're going to go to Illinois because Leslie wanted to say hello.
Oh, hey,
Hi, Leslie.
Leslie, have you gone for this new collection today?
Good morning. So,
how are you today?
Rather overexcited, but I'm sure if you know me well, you know that that's nothing unusual.
I just wanted to call and tell you how much I love the Harmony ink pads.
Oh.
I have them in 7 or 8 color families.
Fantastic.
And
oh, you were
cannot
lucky.
Stop playing with them.
You were lucky to get as many as that when we first brought them out. I know we launched them when I was here just last month, and they sold out.
I don't think we have any, do we?
They have been a global phenomenon. We are getting them back in stock as soon as possible.
Oh,
as soon as they get added onto the website. But do you know, Leslie, it's great to hear that you're loving them.
And I've also used them with your kit. I'm in the kit club, the kit number 4 with the flowers.
Our subscription box. Hands up, everyone who's in the subscription box.
I cannot stop playing with them. I absolutely love them, and I thank you for creating them.
Oh, do you know what? That's what it should be. It should be. All I'm there to do is to feed your creativity, just to keep giving you more products so that you can do some really awesome cards.
Thank you, Leslie. It's been such a pleasure to have you live with us.
Have a great day.
Thank you for calling in. Lovely to speak to you, Leslie.
Okay, that is beautiful.
Isn't
the
that
tree.
lovely? So I've die cut the tree, right?
And by the way, we're going to we will show you everything because it's not even all in the screen. Everything that you're getting with this, and this is obviously again the first opportunity for everyone. But it is literally the most comprehensive Christmas collection, right, Sarah?
I'll do this bit of embossing and then I'll show you, because I wanted you to see how I could do some really quick and easy Christmas cards. If, like me, you've got hundreds of them to do, whether you do them and sell them for charity or whether you're doing them and you're wanting to use them, you know, just for friends and family, quite often people, you know, do a lot of cards at Christmas. These are the Harmony ink pads that she was talking about. Look here how I've done that little bit of embossing. Now, your embossing folder is in your super duper big kit, and I'm going to walk you through everything that's in it. But look what happens. Look how quick and easy it is to do a lovely card, right? We've got a little bit of a blended background. Then our Christmas tree is just going to go on top of there. I've got some of the papers. Now, I will tell you, in the set, you get the 6x6, but we've got the 12 by 12
I was
going to
say, in
so
the
if
mega.
you love the papers and you want to go for the larger size, you can get that 12 by 12 pad as an extra. Look how well they start and work together. So actually, what I've done is, I've taken the base card, so this is a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11, folded back on the front, right? And all I've done to do this card is literally laid up all of these pieces onto a little bit of craft card, laid them up again. So this one's going in the background, this one's going in the foreground, and you can see how easily cards can be built together.
Is it the same stock, the same quality stock?
Oh, yes. Come on. You know me better than that.
Isn't that question. Yes.
Right. Come on. I'm going to walk you through. Let's go through everything in the two bundles.
Let's do it, because we have 2 minutes remaining.
Now I've hopefully inspired you a little bit, right?
Ooh, yes,
so,
yes.
If you go for what we're classing as the small bundle, and actually, once the big one sells out, we'll only have the small one available. So if you're watching this back later on the web, this is probably what you can get.
Yeah, probably.
You
Not
get
that
that
many large.
edgeable die that I was telling you about. So there's that beautiful Christmas village scene. Here is the Christmas tree that you saw me work with as well. So those are for you to do those sorts of really beautiful traditional cards. Then you get those dowel stamps. So remember, this is when you're just dipping them in the ink pad. So if you're wanting to build up Christmas trees like this, you're building up the images, just stamping and dotting in. And what I consider to be the essential, those stamps and die sets. All of this, in addition to that 6x6 paper pad, that is what comes in your small. If you extend out and go for the large, look at how much extra you get. You then are getting all of these extra stamp sets. You are getting the extra, this was that beautiful holly wreath, so you can create your own three-dimensional wreaths. Then you saw I did that beautiful embossing folder background. These are fabulous. So these are, if I just lift this card up, how fabulous do these little sprigs look?
It's gorgeous.
That is that die that you can see in the background there. You get the other edgeables, so you get one edgeable in the small set, you get the extra edgeable in the large set, and you're even getting things like those beautiful little candles. I mean, I'm just going to take a moment to show you a lot of these cards. These are literally next level spectacular. There is that fantastic edgeable, and then we've used this village scene edgeable to create the base, so it folds flat to go in the envelope. We create that easel card, use the edgeable as a stopper. This is, I mean, these are fantastic cards, so professional, but how easy are they to do? This is cut into the front of a card.
Beautiful.
And then you've got that signing on there. Because they're edgeables, they're going to go over the top of your cards. But this is what I mean when everything works together.
You know what's so funny with this? I've done cards like this, and sometimes you give them the card and the gift, they like the card better than the gift.
Yeah,
because the card becomes a gift, right?
These are what I always call them the mantelpiece pleasers. So these are the ones that are going to go front and centerpiece of your mantelpiece. And they're going to be what people. If you're someone who does have our subscription box, edgeables were the first subscription box, so you learned how to do those. These are going to add to all the techniques you learned in that wonderful subscription box.
So it's the small bundle, $44.95, the mega bundle, $74.95. By the way, FlexPay, the FlexPay, you have 3 FlexPay payments, $24.98 on the mega bundle. And the mega bundle, we don't have anywhere near the same quantity as we have in the small, so definitely check that out. And we even have another bundle I think we're going to mention for everyone also.
Can we just give them?
Okay, we just want to quickly mention it for everyone, though.
I can be quick.
She can do it.
You've got to see these.